よ私ここにいるよ殺されながら生きてる愛されてみたかったなんてずるい人間みたいにはくらんじろ隣人を疑え後悔とただば人じゃボタに思考はそうでしたのレビターI am here before 未だにせねばせのことかせまた許しがこんでの日は黒で少な世界言われてくる欲望のこの合図に従え助けてよ私ここにいるよ殺されながら生きてる愛されてみたかったなんてずるい人間みたい望んではいけない希望に見えて怖くて目をそらしたそれでも今日を生きてみたいの私のための聖なる戦争
Hello YouTube, I'm back again with another video. I'm here to talk about this incident that's trending on YouTube, even though it's taking place on Kick.
Well. I guess I'm gonna do a reaction
Where you have this new streamer named Androgenic, and a good thing I don't really pay attention to this guy. I don't want to give him the clout. I do want to talk about the incident where he literally had his wig snatched. I'm not kidding you guys. At the same time, it's like you would feel sorry for people like this, but then the more you find out about the person, is like all of that fades away.
The more you fuck around, the more you're gonna find out.
He, again, just like any other new streamer, they always record themselves in public, doing dumb stuff, saying the most obnoxious, outlandish type of bullshit.
Someone say I'm ugly? Bro, the projections are unreal. What's up?
It's a green dress that's set up.
Huh?
Green dress that's set up.
Oh.
They'll make themselves come off as tough. They'll basically intimidate people. And Androgenic, I guarantee you, he's going to use his physique. He's going to use his masculinity to provoke people.
I'm sorry, but you're not attractive.
Yeah, you're like the most fucking ugly thing on planet Earth. Fuck off. Like, I don't even know.
And there are people, and not even just the men, there are literally women who think this guy's ugly. And chances are maybe she knows what he looks like without his hair on.
She had the audacity to call me ugly.
You're fucking ugly!
Wait, show your face on stream.
No.
Show your ugly face on stream, you bitch.
Mate.
Show your ugly face on stream, you
Mate.
whore. Hey,
Mate, you don't say that.
play
stuff.
stupid games, win stupid prizes. Show your ugly face on stream.
Mate, we're not saying that.
Excuse me? I wasn't even
saying that, mate.
I never said a word to her. So what the f is her projection about?
And let's be real, it's his wig and his cap. A wig with a cap on. Let's call it for what it is, you guys. And there's video proof. He literally goes out of his way trying to basically threaten this woman, wanting to be confrontational towards her because she calls him ugly. If the thing is though, yeah, you can argue and say it's rude and disrespectful for her to call him that, and she should just mind her own business. But if you go out of your way and you have to film everything, and you got to do whatever you can to get people's attention, because that's what people don't seem to realize about streaming, is that it's one thing trying to keep the attention from other people, but when you go out of yourself, you record everybody and you make your, because that's literally what the platform Kick is for, is you to be outlandish, ridiculous, obnoxious. When you go to that type of platform, you go out of your way recording yourself being just a scumbag, and being a complete degenerate from there. People have every right to criticize you. No sympathy. No, there should be no sympathy for people who aren't kicked, because from what I've seen, I haven't seen anything positive. I'm no joke. Nothing positive has come from kick from what I've seen. Going back to the Androgenic situation where he's literally trying to provoke the woman, like there's literally a group of people, even though she is in the wrong to insult him. I don't know whether he said anything first because there's not a full clip. The people go out of the way defending her, and the man Androgenic literally just, why don't you reveal your face, bitch? Why don't you go show yourself to the camera? The guys are covering for her, doing whatever they can.
Because I'm mogged that ugly bitch to death. She knows it. Tell her to get on some LSD, kill her ego, and she'll understand and know her place.
You do fucking basic hygiene, you get over there.
What's up?
And normally you would argue that these are simps, but you can't really fault them for that, because the more you think about it, because it looked like he was literally about to get physical with this woman. So they had every good, they were very justified in trying to separate from Androgenic, because who knows the type of damage he could have done to her. So even if she insulted him, at the same time, it's like he was actually about to turn violent towards her. So again, I feel like this is the thing though, this is the thing, the contradictory that's coming from these nuisance streamers. They talk about how they want to be famous, they don't care what people think about them, but yet they respond when people insult them. That's the one thing I understand. Like that, again, if you're trying to get clout, you're trying to get attention, you shouldn't really, you said that you don't care what people say about you, but you shouldn't let words get to you while you're in public. Because as long as those people aren't following, stalking, putting their hands on him, I see no reason for him to react. Because if anything, they would give him more attention. And that's another reason how that, honestly, people that insult you, they are giving you a reason to also gain more attention. So it's not really what people want. That's one thing I understand, is that whether they're berating you or insulting you, you also need to see the benefits that when people going on you, they insult you, they're giving other people to look into your channel, and there's a chance that you're going to get even more followers. So I always see that as a benefit. It may not be a positive, but there's a chance that I could use this opportunity to grow my my content, as well as increase the number of followers and subscribers I have, in which which honestly I'd be more satisfied enough. But honestly, I honestly don't see any reason with Androgenic. If he's a hothead and he decides he needs to like handle the situation with being violent and using his physique and masculinity, then it might lead to the point where someone has no choice, either not only defend themselves, but it may escalate where they have to pull a firearm, conceal carry, or not only do they gotta restrain him, have a group of people restrain him, and have the authorities come if he decides to actually like escalate it to the point he wants to do physical harm over words.
FBI, open up!
And that's something you cannot justify, you guys. It's one thing if that woman's constantly following or harassing him, but at the same time, when you look at these kick streamers, they're the ones doing most of the harassment. Though I do want to say when he got his wig snatched.
What did you actually do? Don't let your kick off, whatever.
Whoa! Bro, what? Yo! What?
Person that was burned. You can argue it was stupid, whether Androgenic deserved it. It wasn't justified, because the thing is, even though Androgenic is the one responsible, like live stream himself wherever he goes. He's taking that type of risk. He's letting people be familiar who he is. Honestly, if I was Androgenic, you know what the best thing is? If I'm so embarrassed about my hairline, I don't know why he doesn't shave his hair all over. Why doesn't he make his hair? Why doesn't he make himself bald? Just shave all your hair, man. And then maybe you wouldn't feel embarrassed. Like, even though there's some guys that feel shame being bald, sometimes it's a blessing, because you know people they might call you bald, but just count how many bald men are there.
Hey, come on, it's lunchtime! You better come get it while it's hot! I don't deliver! Let's go, you two! Get in gear!
Whoa, Tien, look!
You made all this yourself?
What are you, crazy? I hired a bunch of cooks to do all the work. These guys are the best in the business, and they only use the freshest ingredients. Right?
All this food must have cost a lot.
Don't worry about it. I just happened to come into a lot of dough lately. Here you go, Tien. How long are you gonna keep training for anyway?
He won't stop training until he knows he can beat Goku.
Yeah, right. Like that's gonna happen. These are peaceful times. There's no need to pump yourself up so much if you don't really have to fight. Besides, you're strong enough, Tien.
I'm not strong enough.
一旦離れて。いや。
悪いことは言わねえ。素直に負けを見。
There are a lot of bald men out there, so there's nothing to be ashamed of having no hair. Honestly, it makes life easy. Not only will people be, because let me explain something. If people are to judge you because you have bald, if you're bald, yeah, it's wrong to judge someone based on their hairline. But if someone were to judge you while you're bald, chances are there's gonna be a number of bald guys that are nearby. That there's gonna be some. So yeah, not only will he take it personal, the other bald guys would take it personal too if they ever make fun of their receding hairline. But I'm talking about for those who have receding hairline, like, if you know your hairline is pretty much shrunk and your hairstyle looks almost like a skunk, honestly, I would just, or like some sort of like baby animal from there, I would just shave all of that out. Shave it completely, and then there you don't have to worry about people talking about your hair, and they won't judge you for it. And Androgenic actually goes to the trouble admitting that he was wearing it.
So I'm going extremely viral for having my wig snatched off, especially on X, but on all platforms. And it's only been like fucking 6 hours. I don't think people realize that I've literally publicly been spamming videos of me being bald for like 2 months. And I literally publicly made videos showing that I'm wearing a wig like days ago. But I'm glad this is going this viral. This is pretty crazy. No aura is being lost, I'll tell you that much. Which I think is kind of foolish, because you're just adding more to the humiliation. That's something I wouldn't even brought up. Yeah, like, Androgenic did get physical with the guy, and he made sure to confirm, because honestly, if anybody, because again, the guy that was behind him, even though whether Androgenic deserved it, that was assault. If someone were to put their hands on me from behind, if I'm not looking and I'm not paying attention to the person, yeah, of course I'm gonna have to restrain the person. I have to do whatever I can to defend myself, because you don't know what their intention was. Yeah, that guy did it to embarrass Androgenic, but at the same time, he literally assaulted him.
So whether to say he deserved or justified, guys, also be aware who you put your hands on. So that's one thing I don't condone, is someone sneaking up, putting their hands, grabbing their, whether they knew what they're doing, it was just simply to pull off his wig. But he could also use this opportunity to be able to press charges, and it made him look like less like the aggressor, even though he may have been the one starting. But for the guy that got involved, who literally went behind, that's going to be a completely story, because that's separate from the other situation. So just be cautious who you want to be able to like prank, because who knows whether Androgenic is pressed. I'm not going to really pay attention to this guy, but just be careful who you decide to literally humiliate. And even though that was clearly intent to humiliate him, be careful who you try to punk, who you try to mess with. And that's all I have to say, you guys.
Until then, play stupid games, win stupid prizes. No more talk.
But overall, I feel like I said enough, you guys. Hopefully you guys enjoy the video. Be sure to check for more upcoming content later in the future. Be sure to check the notifications, comment, like, subscribe. Thank you.